Hello, I am here with my March favorites. As usual, we're going to start with books, and I have one book to talk about, which is The Miraculous Journey of Edward Dulane by Kate DiCamillo. This is a middle grade novel about a self-absorbed China rabbit. He's super obsessed with himself. He thinks he's the best thing to ever exist, and thinks that everybody should love him. Of course everybody loves him. He's the best. But then he ends up getting lost in a very traumatic way one day, and goes on a journey coming across different people who find him, and he helps them get past certain parts of their life. So Edward, since he's a China rabbit, he can't speak, but he can hear everything and understand everything that people say to him and about him and around him. And on this journey, he learns not only about the people who adopt him in a way, but about himself. And it broke me to pieces. It was a delight, and it destroyed me. But it was so wonderful. I cannot recommend this book enough. If you would like a sob and something that you can read, like, honestly in one sitting, then you should read this immediately, please. And then I have some TV shows. The first TV show I'm going to talk about is a mini-series, or I guess they're not called mini-series anymore, they're called limited series now, which I guess is more accurate and like not misleading, because pretty much all series are mini now. They're all very short episodes for each season, but this was just the one season. It's not going to have anything more. And that is All the Light We Cannot See, which is based on a book which I have not read. So I cannot speak to the adaptation, but it was wonderful. It is a World War II story, and it follows a blind girl who is giving clues over the radio to American soldiers to like help save them and give them warnings about where the Germans are. And it also follows a German soldier whose job is to find this girl who's broadcasting on the radio and kill her, and he doesn't want to. And it's so good. It's so emotional and powerful and has such strong characters. It has sweet, like, flashback backstories about both of the main characters, and you get to learn kind of like what's actually happening, or why certain characters are doing the things that they are, or how they got to where they are slowly throughout the backstory flashbacks. And it was so well done. It was wonderful. It was so good. Definitely, like, a little dark because of the content and like people die and stuff. I would definitely watch it again. Probably not by myself, but I would watch it again with somebody. The next TV show is Arcane, which I did finish watching in April, but I watched most of it in March. And Arcane is based on League of Legends, which is a video game, which I actually know nothing about. But I mean, you don't need to know anything about it, because I didn't know anything about it. I think probably if you know about the game, it might give you a little bit more of a deeper appreciation for it, but you don't need it. It's really good. It's animated, and the animation style, like, immediately drew me in. Like, I saw a trailer for it and immediately wanted to watch it because of the animation style. It is incredible. I think it's so cool. It's like you're in, I want to say a comic book, but not like a classic comic book, like a new comic book, like Saga or something. It's like that same kind of artwork, and it was just mind-blowing. The artwork was incredible. The characters are really cool. The story is really interesting. What I love about the story is that you just find things out, like, small pieces at a time, and you find things out from different characters, because, like, all the stories are, like, kind of connected. It's a little hard for me to describe what it's about, because the story takes a complete, like, 180. Not even halfway through, like, the story completely changes, and I can't tell you why, obviously, but it starts with, so it takes place in a world that has people who live above ground and people who live below ground. There's an undercity, and the undercities are, like, basically like slums and stuff, and there's people up above, I forget what it's called already, topside? Anyway, people who live up on ground level who are trying to create something to do with magic, to harness magic, basically. And there's people who live underground who are, it's like this whole like found family thing, which is fantastic. It's just a bunch of teenagers who go up top to steal stuff and they run into trouble. That's how the story starts. That's all I can really say. I mean, that's all I can say. It's really good. You should watch it. And it's definitely like dark and graphic and like violent. But if you like bits of magic and intertwining storylines and amazing artwork, you should watch it. I think that's all I've got for you this month. But that's nice, I guess. Short and sweet. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.